Well, hello there, my friends, and thank you so much for tuning in with me, Latisha McKinney. If this is your first time here, of course, we would love to have you, my dear friend. Just click that subscribe button, turn your bell ringer, and you should not be missing anything. Now, in today's video, we're going to be doing a floral arrangement without using floral foam. So guess what? Let's get started. Now in this video, I'm going to be using this taper stand, but you can use a Dollar Tree cylinder vase. It is so up to you on what you want to use. Our main focus today is going to be on the floral. So that's what we want to focus on, is the floral arrangement without using floral foam. And you can choose whatever flowers you like. Just make sure they are bendable and you can cut them very easily, because remember, this is a easy tutorial. Now I have two of the flowers that I picked up from Michael's, of course, and I got them for 50% off. The first thing you're going to do is just crisscross them. And I really want you to pay attention to my hands, please. Now I'm going to do them in a bending motion, so make sure they're crisscrossed over just like this, because we're going to twist them and we're not going to use any floral foam at all. So make sure that you do have it the way I just showed you before, and we're going to twist it. Now this is how the twist should look, but it's going to be locked in together, so make sure you have a good twist, and you want to make sure it's firm as well, because you do not want it to fall apart. Now I know it's going to look like this, and I am going to cut off all the tags and everything later, but I'm not going to remove any of my flower heads at all. I want to keep all of my flower heads. And if you want to do some cutting with the stems, you can, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use this in a future tutorial. Now with our stems, we're going to make sure that we tie them together. You can use a ribbon, you can use whatever you like that you're able to tie it with. Okay, I want you to be able to tie the two together, the two flowers together. Because this is what we're going to do. We're going to bend it together, just as you see me doing right here. I'm going to bend them. Don't worry about trying to hot glue any of the flower heads, little petals together. You don't have to worry about that. We want to make this as easy as possible. And this is just a clip of me showing you how everything should look twisted together. Now right here, I just used a Dollar Tree ribbon. I just trimmed it off and just tied it down. That's all you have to do, my friend. Don't make this more complicated than what it looks. I mean, it's very something easy to do. So that's why I'm really being detailed in what I am doing, because I want to make sure that everybody understands what I'm saying. So once we have done that, all we do is just going to like spread it apart. This is what I'm doing. I am just spreading everything apart, making sure that I am hiding those stems. So that's all I'm doing. And you can see the ribbon right there. I'm going to cut that off in just a few minutes. And I know we have some empty spots there, but we're going to fill those areas in. Now you don't have to if you don't want to, but I do advise that you do that. Now I'm just going to take my taper stand and just slide it right in the middle of my floral arrangement. That's all I am doing. See how simple that is? It's not complex at all. Very quick and very easy. The reason why it just seems so long to you all, because I'm just going step by step by step, but you can really get this done within 5 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and fill some of these things in. Now remember, you can use a cylinder vase with this. So you're just going to make it a little bit larger than what, make your floral arrangement a little bit larger than what you see now. Make sure all of your flower heads are spread apart very well, because we will be doing some additional things to it. Okay, remember friends, while I'm doing this right here, that I'm going to be available for 1 hour so I can answer any questions you have about this tutorial. Now I do have this silk flower that I did get from Amazon. I will have everything for you guys down below. And so with this stem right here, you're just going to insert it in. Now I'm just going to place them on top, but you're going to insert them in. And when you insert them in, all they're going to do is going to stick between those two right here. They're just going to stick between those stems. Now you can go all the way around doing this technique. Just remember that you do this that we did before in the first step. Now I'm going to place in some more of the silk flowers right over here in this area. Now for my greenery, I picked this up from Michael's as well. Make sure that you're either getting the 50, 60, or 70% off. I'm going to remove this off of here because I'm going to show you later in the video why I am doing this technique and how you can save money doing this. Now we're going to be doing 2 different wedding themes or for your event. The first one is going to be more of a romantic modern theme. Now with this one, you want to be careful. You do not want to place in too much greenery, because if you do, you're stepping out of that wedding theme. So you want to make sure that everything is balanced and very simplistic, that you're not adding in too much of this or too much of that. They love their things to look very romantic and very soft, so it can have this ambience look to everything. And we're also going to go over our next theme as well. And I want to add some additional things to this to just give you some, just some things that you can be doing with this to make it stand out just a little bit more, but softly. Now we're going to place in some LED light candles. You can never go wrong when you're using these for an event or at home. Number one, because they're safe to use. So that's why a lot of venues would prefer you to use the LED light candles. Also, this is for our DIY brides. You can set a timer on them. So you can set it for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours. And the reason why I have so many of these, because when it's daytime, the lights actually go out on the candles. And when it's nighttime, the lights actually come on. So I absolutely love these candles. Now I wanted to get up close so you can see everything. And if you're brand new, I like to really zoom in so you can have an actual overall look of everything. Now let's move on to our next theme. Now let's do our glam theme. When you're doing brooches for a small floral arrangement like this, don't use no more than 2 or 3. We're going to be adding the Dollar Tree bowl on top of the taper stand. Now when you're using whatever you're going to adhere to this, make sure it does not submerge over. Think of videographers, think of photographers, and think of people sitting at the table. So you want your design to look as professional as possible. And remember to not overdo it with the brooches. Now inside you can place like some petals inside of it with water. It's so many things you can do. And you can also, I thought about this, take those LED lights and place it around it. That would be so beautiful. And I hate that I did not do that, but you all can envision that together. So when you're placing something in the inside, you don't want to go over the top because you already have a beautiful floral arrangement going around it. Now we're getting ready to wrap the class up. Now I want to leave with a few tips, so pay attention to the end. Anytime that you are taking a brooch and you are adhering it to glass, it's going to make a statement by itself. However, when you're adding in floral, make sure you do not place many brooches onto your floral. And if you're asking me, okay, I'm not using floral foam, would it stay together? I have done this several times and I have not had any issues. This is the question for today. Now I took a large flower and placed it inside of my centerpiece with the brooch in the front and the floral on the side. And I'm going to show you another clip. Please comment down below, do you think anything is wrong with what I just did? If you don't, just let me know. Now remember, in the beginning of the video, I told you I was going to tell you towards the end of the video why I did not adhere nothing using hot glue. And this is why. When you are starting off in your business, you're going to have clients that's going to want a lot of different colors. And so you want to build your inventory very slow, okay? And this is how you can start building it on a budget with using neutral and ivory colors, because people will change up colors. All you do is just have to add those colors into your floral arrangement. That's all you have to do. And another thing that I like about this, when you're not cutting it and things like that, you can make it out of a bouquet, and we will talk about that later on. So this can still be used as a bouquet, not like this, but when it is well coordinated together. I thank you all so much for tuning in with me, Latisha McKinney. I hope everybody have learned something from this. Remember to leave your comment down below. Blessings to you all, and remember to sign up for the class we'll be having next Wednesday. Blessings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.